It's time for a breakdown of the beat for Best Ever. Let's get into it. I was gonna go to my buddy John's house one day, and you know, as a good friend does, I showered before I left to go over there. And so while I was in there, I was like, oh, we should make a song while we're there. And all of a sudden, this bass line came in my head. Da-dung, dung, dung, da-dung, dung. You know what? I'm actually just gonna play you the original voice clip because I recorded it. Ba-dum bum bum, ba-dum bum bum, ba-dum bum bum, ba-dum bum doo-dum, bum bum bum, ba-dum bum bum, ba-dum bum bum, bum bum. So with that basic outline for the song, I pretty much had the blueprint to make this happen pretty quickly. And I would really suggest that because it makes writing songs and making instrumentals to songs super fast. Anyway, so let's go down into, let's break down the beat. Alright, let's start with the infamous bass line. I knew this was going to be kind of like a goofy song, so I was like, oh, I better just get like a cheesy, like acoustic bass sound. So that's what this is. I made no effort to try and make it sound more realistic or, you know, pleasant to the ear. I was like, oh, I want it to sound like a video game. So so that's the explanation behind that. The next most important thing is these 3 little drum loops. This is the first one. And then this, as you heard near the tail end, is the last one. So I made a complementary drum pattern that goes like this. And that's something I really like to do. So there's the impossible to replicate human groove. You know, it's just so right. So that's where the drum loops come in, or, you know, I'll do something MIDI. But then I like to have drums that are right on the grid, so you always have something to go back to no matter what. And it's a combination of 2, and it seems to be the best of both worlds when you combine them. It's the best! So all together, that's going to sound like this. And you know, I had some things to reinforce the groove. Like I got a little crash right here, an extra little hi-hat there. So we're grooving. I also have some ambient city noise with sirens to make it sound real hip-hoppy and city urban sounding. Oh yeah. Next I got this tiny little sample, and it's not really in key with the bass. But I don't know what it is, but it just adds such a 90s boom bap sort of sound to it. Here's the original sample. But you know, of course I just played, and yeah, I mean it really kind of hits, you know. Hits with all the instruments. So here's what all that sounds like together. I got this siren, and I like to include it in beats because it's just like a big shout out to Jay Dilla. And by this point, we're kind of almost done with the beat. I got a lot of scratchy elements going on, and just some rides. So I'll just show you that, and I might show you a structure. I'll make a part 2 where I show you structure so I don't keep this video too long. So I got this crazy little laughing scratching thing. It's originally way slower, but here's what it sounds like. So I just cut that in a rhythmic pattern, and it sounds like this. Yeah, so just to save your ears some heartache, I'll stop it there. And then I got this creep up scratch right here. Every 1, 2, 3, 4, every 2 or so bars. No. After 4 bars, it plays for 4 bars. So here's that. So yeah, there's those. That's pretty much the scratches, and then we have some ride cymbals, which is just my special way of saying this is the hook. Oh, I almost forgot. There's these 2 vocal samples in the intro. I'll show you those really quick, and then I'll close it out. So we have the hardest working man in showbiz himself, James Brown. Not anymore, I guess. R.I.P. James Brown. But here's this sample.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry about your ears. I just lowered it, and then this little one that says,
"Check it out, y'all."
Check it out, y'all. So that's the beat. That's everything. Everything in the beat is just a juggle of those elements. So if you're really wondering about how it was structured, I know when I was learning how to make beats, I'd always be looking, how do I structure beats? How do I structure beats? But it's really easy. I'll show you in the next video. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you really enjoyed it. I know I had a lot of fun making it. In like 15 minutes, it takes me such a small amount of time to make beats. But okay. Well, anyway. You know, a lot of it is samples, though. And, and just like a stream of consciousness, just trusting yourself to make beats. And, because a lot of what takes a long time with it, not in all cases, but in most cases, is the second judgment of things. When I was making this beat, I just boom, 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 ding, 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 ding. Okay, boom, 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 and then the beat was made before I knew it. And if you make art like that, you'll make a ton of art really fast. So anyway, I'm gonna cut it off there. See you guys later. I love you all equally. Some of you a little bit more than the rest, actually. So it's not really all that equal, but I love all of you. Anyway, I don't know why I say the things I say.